Hey, what's going on, everybody? iAmKEIS here, and I'm bringing a video of, Counter-Strike 1.6. I have personally never played it too very much. I've played it a little bit in some public servers, mainly, some like extreme minigame things. So definitely never gotten good enough to the extent where I've played in even a public match like regular buying, but death matches I've messed around with, and I've been recently getting more bored than I usually am. And I decided to start, playing Counter-Strike. And obviously, how old it is, I am way too late to start playing at any competitive level. I think it would be near impossible for me to get into any teams or anything. But obviously, I know what I'm doing a little bit from other Counter-Strike games, but I'm also not going to say that I'm going to be anywhere good just because I played Source for as long as I did. But they're two completely different games, and I thought maybe I could make videos of progression and how good I'm getting if I do progress at all. And maybe also if anybody out there is actually exceptional at 1.6, maybe they could help me along the way. Really, the only trick I've learned along the way is, and by along the way I mean over the course of today and yesterday. So all I've really learned is how to do the op no scope trick, and I'll try to show that for you in a second if I can. Touched it up a little bit. I would have thought anyway. Normally, there's a bit of a difficult part of it when I'm trying to talk and play, because you put a lot of your attention into, well, not a lot of it, but you put a little bit of your attention into words that you're trying to say. And a video that I've seen in the past, and I've seen it actually a couple times to be honest, but a video I've seen in the past was explaining about the different sides of your brains, and I think I've even mentioned this in another video of mine. But once you start speaking, you're using, I think it is the right, no, well, one of the sides of your brain that does more of, I guess, communications and analyzing, whereas the other side would be using more of reflexes and things like, I guess, along that, like, probably if I was doing a little less talking, I would have hit one of those shots. It is ridiculous. And something I also noticed, which I don't really understand, is that there seems to be much more foreign people. I mean, not to say that's like a huge bad thing, but like there seems to be a lot more people in 1.6 that don't speak English than I've seen in Source, which still I don't understand, which could be a number of things, but I don't want to say any due to being offensive towards anybody. But I really just want to try to show you how to do this. That was essentially what it was. If you could see there, down below my crosshair, it'll show you what kind of damage I'm doing to people. And as you saw from long range, I hit an 82 on the guy. But let me try to explain to you what it is, if I can do it again. I know I said I wasn't going to explain it if I couldn't land it, but I'm not going to land it right now, I don't think. But so let's go into the premise of what it is. If there's like two enemies or you miss your first shot, you would essentially shoot once, which would be a scope, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, it would work either way if it's not a scoped in shot. But what the premise is, you shoot once, and if you hit or miss and there's another target or the same target, you'll shoot again before you scope in, and you'll have relatively perfect accuracy. That wasn't it because I didn't shoot beforehand. That was just luck, but I'll try to show you if I can. This would be you see there I hit an 83 on the guy, which would be more or less what I was talking about there. But really, all I've been doing is death matches, and actually that was more or less what I was talking about. Then again, I've always been hitting leg shots on these when I do it, and it's obviously not the whole point of it. And also, I've actually been playing a lot of, well, not a lot of, but I've been playing a little bit of Quake Live, which has also been improving on my aim, so I guess it was just a coincidence that I've jumped into Counter-Strike, and that was a bad time to start switching guns, but I think in a couple lives here I'm going to switch over to the AK just to see what that's like. I haven't done a whole lot of messing around with weapons and things like that. Really all I've done is the deagle and the op, and earlier today I really thought I had gotten my op quite down, and then at some points earlier I thought my deagle was pretty strong as well, but I still don't understand this game nearly as much as I would a Source game. It seems like it's really a niche type thing, and you have to really kind of know what you're doing and spend the time that it takes to learn all these tricks. And I think that if I get to the point where I think I'm good enough, if that happens, that I might try to get ESCA or something and start pugging around. But obviously that would be after a lot of public games, once I actually learn how the money system and things of that nature works. And that was actually the trick what I was talking about. See, I hit this guy that was right here for what I would like to call perfect accuracy. Obviously it wouldn't be perfect because there is still spread involved, but it takes a lot of it out. But I think it removes the recoil to a certain extent, but then keeps a little bit of the circle spread that you would have left. That would obviously be there. So, how I figured this out actually is I was trying to get some more information before I just went into a random pub game, because the day before, or yesterday that is, I was doing a lot of dying, where where normally I'd normally see like at least a positive KD, but I was going at least I was getting like, I don't know, 2 deaths per kill, which that was me, I guess, failing in the whole scheme of things. But so I went in, I downloaded the old models. As you can see, I'm not using the Condition 0 models. I've never seen these models other than today. Well, obviously in a couple YouTube videos I have, but God. Come on. God damn it! How does that miss every time? Alright. But I was talking about models, I guess. But yeah, I went in and I went to the SK forums, which is I don't know how it is now, but it used to be a professional 1.6 team. So I guess I took them as a reputable source of information and tips. So I saw there that there was many tricks, and also I found them on YouTube for those videos, and some by Fraud, which also was a very good opper. And I saw in his videos, he didn't go over it, but he did talk about it. I mean, he did show it off, and I guess I just kind of assumed how it would work, because it didn't look like he was doing anything particular. But you can never really know. Sometimes you do have to ask, or you have to wait for some reassurance. But I really want to try to get like a fine example of it if I can. But I think the 60 FPS might be somewhat of an issue. And I said I was going to switch over to the AK, but I guess I'm kind of put off by the whole not getting this shot. If I don't get it this life, then I'm definitely going to switch over to the AK, just because I don't want to sit around on one weapon the whole time. Which hopefully I'll actually be able to see a terrorist. Alright, so switching over to the AK then. I actually don't know anything about the fuck. I don't know anything about recoil. I mean, all I know is that you kind of have to tap, and not really. It's not. Oh, it's not quite as pray and spray as you'd see in a Source game. Like I was trying to do there. Don't do that. Try to get some more examples of what I'm talking about, if I can. So kind of just go for things like that. Like, I kind of do like 1 2 1 2 1 2, and with the M4 it's more of da da da. I'll show you with the M4 in a second. I also earlier got some pretty lucky kills. I don't think it would be any bit of skill because I have none, but I got some pretty lucky kills with the Deagle that made me feel like a pro, and I don't think I'll be able to pull anything off like that again, but let's give it a go for one life. Wait for my M4 next round. I still have it, but like, wait until I can. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? Yeah. And I also am very unfamiliar with the models. I mean, it's obviously the same look as a Source game, but I guess the lighting has its different, like things like that. I got a couple 1Ds, and obviously that wasn't a 1D, but I got things like it, and it made me feel good deep inside. So kind of go like, you can hold down, you can shoot for a couple times before letting go and shooting again, but because there is a little less recoil and there is a little less spread as well. Shit, I just got scouted. That blows. I also never understood, I don't know if it's actually that strong in the 1.6 community, but people always say to go over to the scout and not to use the op, but like, you might want to if, I guess, it's restricted in the server, but shit. That's also I don't like about this game, is that you stop moving whenever you get shot. But if the op is available and you have the money for it, why bother using the scout? I mean, it's worse in every way, shape, or form, except for while moving. But I mean, even with the op, you can just strafe to stop your direction, so you'll have near perfect accuracy. And that guy got owned. Shit. Oh, come on. That guy was definitely mine. But I guess something that I did know for spraying is that, I'll try to show you in a second, is to just go like that. Owned. Shit. Let's go back to the Deagle. But, oh, that's what I'm talking about. Things like that make me feel good inside. I'm sure you know what I mean. Everybody's hit that one dig. It makes you feel like a pro every now and again. I've yet to hit a jump shot in this game, though. Well, actually, that's a lie. I've hit one like at point blank with an op, but I meant like with a Deagle. God damn it. There we go. Fuck off. Alright, well, I think this is going to be the end. I don't know how long I've been recording. Hopefully it's not been too long and too boring for you guys. But if this is something you'd like to see more of, I'd be glad to do it. I mean, I mainly mess around in death matches anyway, so I could just record it. And, you know, not a big deal. If you'd like to see anything special, like me actually playing in a game, well, like not a scrim, because just no, but a public game with money and everything else. And if you think that you would be a good source of information for me to help me get better and help improve my 1.6 videos if I continue, if you guys like to see that, then I'll show you that I'll give you my Steam login name, or you can send me yours, and then we'll add each other, and then you can help me out. So, anyways, this has been iAmKEIS. I am out, and thank you for watching. Nice little 81 and 66, you know, like a pro.